No, Fox, you think that this is a smart idea. Are you serious? With this movie, you want to reboot the Fantastic Four and make it a kid-friendly movie. You have failed at this movie 3 times, and you think the way to course correct that is to make the movie kid-friendly? No, sir, or madam, whoever is in charge of Fox over there that makes these decisions. This is a terrible idea, and if you guys don't know, let me just read you the synopsis for what this movie could be. This is coming from comicbook.com, and it says, Bleeding Cool sources stress a new Fantastic Four film is in development that doesn't focus on the Marvel team's original members. Instead, the feature is set to follow Franklin and Valeria, the 2 children of Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman. According to the reports, the Human Torch and the Thing will also appear in the film, as the kid-friendly film follows its young leads. Then it says, tonally, it appears that the reboot is meant to feel similar to The Incredibles. Are you fucking kidding me, Fox? First off, I didn't even know Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman actually had kids. If they do have kids in the comics, what are their powers? It doesn't matter what their powers are because this movie idea is stupid. Seriously, Fox, this is a bad idea. Look, you guys suck at Fantastic Four movies, and it's clear you don't know what to do with these characters, so JUICEbox here is gonna give you some inside info on what could possibly make this a damn good movie. First off, I gotta drop some knowledge on Fox because apparently they have not noticed that what they do good in the superhero movie world is make R-rated movies. Because their 2 best movies that they've ever made just so happen to be the 2 R-rated movies that have been really solid in recent years, and that is Deadpool and Logan. But you're telling me that Fox's brilliant idea to freaking make the Fantastic Four good again is to go completely the opposite direction of rated R movies and go to kid-friendly? No, that's stupid!
You're so dumb!
Now, I'll be honest, I'm not telling you to make an R-rated Fantastic Four movie. That is not necessary. The R rating is not necessary. It just works for those 2 characters because they're both very violent and both have very foul mouths. That doesn't really work with the Fantastic Four, but that doesn't mean you can't make a good Fantastic Four movie. So here are some scenarios that could actually get people excited to watch Fantastic Four because that is exactly what you need. Nobody is going to care about a kid-friendly version of this because you know what? When I read that synopsis, you know what I thought about when I heard that this was going to follow the kids of the freaking Fantastic Four? I thought Spy Kids. For some reason, Spy Kids freaking popped into my brain, and nobody wants more Spy Kids movies. That is exactly what I thought of, and I'm just telling you, if that just pops into people's brains, you're gonna have another flop on your hands. Oh, stop it. Stop it now. Shut it down. Shut it down, Fox. This is what you need to do, Fox, okay? First of all, you have this other franchise. You have these other characters that you can actually bring into the Fantastic Four movie, and that is the motherfucking X-Men. Make them team up with the Fantastic Four, okay? You're already planning all of these other X-Men movies, Dark Phoenix, which you've already done, but you're gonna do it again for some reason because you act like the freaking X-Men don't have other source material out there. Bring in the Fantastic Four to be in an X-Men movie. Just have something crazy happen. You can have the Phoenix go all crazy and they need all these powers, and then one of the X-Men, like Charles, is like, you know what? I have some friends that could help out. And then he goes, talks to these friends, and it's the motherfucking Fantastic Four. Boom! That is one way you can bring them back into this universe where people will care about them. Because one, you don't need to give them a whole movie right away. You just bring them in for like 20 minutes. They come in, they kick ass, have them have awesome epic scenes, and then everybody's like, oh, I would be kind of interested in seeing these badass characters in their own movie. That would get people to possibly care about them because, again, apparently in the last movie you cut all the cool action scenes and thought that movie was going to be good without the action scenes you cut, and you saw what happened. So give the freaking Fantastic Four some epic scenes in an X-Men movie that would get people to even consider caring about them again. Also, give them their suits with the damn Fantastic Four logo on them. Maybe not the Human Torch. Make him have some like cool, maybe clothes that, you know, he can burn up, but actually they come back. You know, something like that. Kind of like the suit, but fashionable because, you know, he's kind of like a playboy. And make the thing CGI, but make him have pants because that, whose idea was that to not have him have pants? That was just weird. You could actually give Human Torch his own suit. Just make sure you can like hide it under like cool clothes because, you know, he's just got to be kind of cool like that. Second thing you can do, Fox, is you got got this one character right now. Actually, you had two characters that would bring people to the movie theaters, but unfortunately, one of them, spoiler alert, is dead now. But that other one is freaking Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and what you need to do is you need to take a page, many pages out of the freaking Marvel playbook and the DC playbook and milk the shit out of that character. The same way Marvel does it with Iron Man, the same way DC does it with Batman. Put that motherfucker in all of your movies. Who cares? He doesn't need to be in there the whole movie, but give him a cameo in every movie, or at least use him in your damn marketing and then just put him in there for like 5 minutes. It doesn't even matter. Just milk the shit out of Deadpool. Every other company does it. Do it yourself, Fox. Just imagine the freaking jokes that Deadpool can make about the Fantastic Four. Shit on the previous movies, it'll just be Deadpool. The other Fantastic Four will be like, what is he talking about? It would just make so much sense. Or bada bing, bada boom, you're working on the next Deadpool movie, make the Fantastic Four have a cameo in that. So right there, bring in the Fantastic Four with your other successful franchises, X-Men and Deadpool. Make them work together because you need people to care about these characters again. And then, at that point, after they've made cameos in both of those movies, you freaking bring them into their own solo movie. With a solid villain that isn't freaking Doomsday, because you can like tease Doomsday at the end, setting him up for the sequel if you actually are lucky enough to get a sequel. And then team up with some other X-Men or something like that just to give the movie some substance in case people don't care about the Fantastic Four. But I know you're going to want to do something, and that is you're going to want to make a freaking origin story for these characters for the badrillionth time. And your origin story should either follow what Deadpool did, because Deadpool did it so well, where it just integrated with the movie in kind of flashback form when he was trying to get revenge, and then like midway through the movie, it was just present day. You could do it like that, or you can take a page out of freaking Wonder Woman's book and just do it that way, where it's a story. This is how I would do it if I was directing the Fantastic Four movie. Also, your damn origin story should really just be like 20 minutes or less. Let's keep it to 15. We don't need to see all that shit. Everybody wants to know present day shit. They don't care about how they became something. You can get origin stories like that. What I would do with the Fantastic Four in their own movie is the freaking past, if you had to have an origin story, which, you know what, some people don't know about these characters, but I feel like they've seen 3 movies, they know how they got their powers. Either way, what I would do is the way you find out the Fantastic Four got their powers would be in bad dream sequences. You make Mr. Fantastic, because he's going to be your lead character, make him just like start having nightmares. Like he's having nightmares of becoming Mr. Fantastic for some reason. Make him have bad dreams of becoming a superhero, but make this like he's having these dreams after like 3 or 4 years of being Mr. Fantastic. Like, it would be interesting. There's your conflict right there. Like, why the hell would Mr. Fantastic be having bad dreams about being a superhero? It just makes it a little bit more interesting. That doesn't have to be the whole plot thing. You could make those bad dreams actually part of the villain. I don't know a lot of the freaking Fantastic Four villains, but if there is one that can fuck with your dreams, that would be kind of cool. Either way, something that you didn't have in the last Fantastic Four movies was something that people could latch onto, that people could actually just, I don't know, like, relate to the characters. At least that's what I didn't feel in the last one. The last one was just a fucking dumpster fire. But you need something, you need to give me a reason to care about these characters, and I would just do an origin story of freaking Mr. Fantastic, or maybe some of the other characters having these dreams, and that's how you find out that they became superheroes through this crazy experiment, and boom, he just wakes up in a terror right next to freaking Miss Invisible. She's like, what's going on? Blah, blah. And he just tells her what's going on. Or classic superhero thing, he keeps it to himself and doesn't reveal till later that he's been having these dreams of not wanting to be a superhero anymore, and he just wants to go back to his normal life. Origin stories don't need to take up a big chunk of your movie. 15 minutes tops, you should be able to explain what the hell or how the hell those characters got their powers. You can stretch it out throughout the film, like I said, in a kind of a dream sequence that's part of the main problem of the film. Mr. Fantastic doesn't want to be Mr. Fantastic anymore. Like, just, if you're ingraining it in the character and slowly dropping how he became who he is, that's totally fine. But, like, having the whole beginning of the movie, like, the first half of it be like, oh, this is how we got our powers, this is how we use our powers, like, that, nobody gives a shit about that. Everybody wants to see you use your powers in badass ways. If you go with this damn kid-friendly idea, I don't know who the fuck these kids are. You're gonna have to give me an origin story about these damn kids, and you're back to square one with this shitty franchise. I'm not gonna care about it. Other people are not gonna care about it. I just want to see cool, badass stuff. But I, as somebody who does read comics, but I don't read a lot of Marvel stuff, I didn't even know they had kids. And you're gonna have to explain that to me, because a lot of people are gonna think you're just making this shit up. So in the end, you're going to be making the same movie, just with 2 new characters that happen to be the kids of the Fantastic Four. It's a bad idea, and just stop, Fox. Like, you came up with 2 formulas that work. You had the X-Men movies, the first 2 were pretty good, and then the third one was just really shit because Apocalypse shouldn't have been a villain for 1 movie. That makes no damn sense. He's the freaking Thanos and freaking Darkseid of the X-Men universe. Sorry, still a little hurt by that movie about how bad it sucked and how much of an Ivan Ooze looking character he was. But still, like Marvel, Fox, you have a formula that works. You have some characters that people care about seeing and people will go watch. These shitty Fantastic Four characters, team them up with other X-Men. You have the rights to all of these other X-Men characters. Use them. Like, freaking stop. Don't give a shit about the shows you're making and all that stuff. Bring them into the movies. Bring some cool X-Men figures, maybe some B-listers. Bring them into this Fantastic Four movie and have them team up together and just make a solid damn movie. Get people to care about the Fantastic Four again. Sorry guys, I just wanted to make a I just felt like I had to make a video about this damn rumor of Fantastic Four being a kid-friendly movie. I always feel like they could do something. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when the last movie that was really shitty, the first trailer I was like, oh, this looks kind of good. And then the movie just looked really shitty, and I watched it to see how bad it was, and man, was it bad. And I think, I don't know, the Fantastic Four, it's got some solid characters. They're not the most exciting characters, but I think if you do them a right way, people will enjoy them. But I think there's so much damaged goods there now that people need to get excited about these characters again. And that's why I think that maybe not give them their own movie just yet. Have them cameo in like 2 other movies first and then give them their spin-off. And people might care to go see that. But you still need to make a solid damn movie with those 4 characters. Hell, why not just have the freaking X-Men and Fantastic Four fight Dr. Doom? Anyways, guys, sorry, I didn't really go in depth on how I would actually try to make this a successful movie. I just wanted to talk about if you needed to do origins, you can do it this way. Like, there's plenty of ways you can do origins. Like I said, I listed some movies that did origins really well. And, like, you don't need to go into these crazy, like, half of the movie is this kind of crap. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if this actually gets made. Tell me in the comment section what you think about this rumor. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think that Fantastic Four just needs to go to the MCU? Although, I don't even know if the MCU could make Fantastic Four good. But let me know your thoughts in the comment sections down below. Guys and gals, don't forget, if you ever want to support this channel, you can check out the Patreon like these awesome people did. Or you can do the OG thing and give this video a thumbs up and share with all of your freaking Fantastic Four buddies if you have any of those. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. As always, I am your host, JUICEbox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. Have I had my daily dose of juice? See you guys next time. Bye!